Welcome to PokePlayLab_DBSHQ. Today, we're diving into an absolute powerhouse, the Blue Vegeta Deck in Dragon Ball Super, the card game. If you're looking for a deck that's adaptable, powerful, and ready to dominate your opponents, you've come to the right place. What you'll learn: how to maximize Vegeta's unique abilities, the best card choices for a strong and balanced deck, advanced strategies to outplay your opponents, tips to enhance your defense and stay in control. Bonus: got a YouTube channel of your own? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to check it out and support your content. Also, don't forget to visit the community page for the latest polls and updates, and check the announcements playlist for news on events, tournaments, raffles, and giveaways. So, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button for more DBS deck building tips, strategies, and epic gameplay. Let's build the ultimate Vegeta Blue deck and take your Dragon Ball Super card game skills to the next level. Alright, let's start with our leader, Vegeta. On the front side, Vegeta has 15,000 attack power and 2 key abilities. When attacking, draw 1 card. Awaken ability: when your life is at 4 or less, draw 1 card and flip this card over. Once awakened, Vegeta becomes even stronger. Attack power: 20,000. Abilities: when attacking, draw 1 card, keeping your hand advantage strong. Activate main: once per turn if you have 7 or fewer cards in hand, Vegeta gains 15,000 power for the turn, boosting his attack to a massive 35,000. This means every attack with Vegeta helps maintain hand control, and when awakened, he becomes a serious threat in the late game, packing enough power to put pressure on your opponent. A must-have for aggressive plays. Next up, we have 4 copies of Trunks, Youth type, Scion/Earthling, level 1 card, attack power 5,000, defense power 5,000. Trunks comes with a simple but powerful ability: on play, draw 1 card. This is great for maintaining hand control and keeping your resources flowing. He is a solid defensive option. You can use him immediately to protect your leader or any battle card by sending him to the drop zone for a 5,000 defense boost to a single target. This makes Trunks a flexible and valuable addition to the deck, ensuring you always have options to draw or defend when needed. Next, we have 3 copies of Trunks, Mini DA. Type: Scion/Earthling, level 1 card, attack power 5,000, defense power 5,000. Trunks comes with a simple yet effective ability: on play, draw 1 card. This helps maintain hand advantage and keeps your deck flowing. But Trunks isn't just here for card draw, he's also a key defensive piece. By sending him to the drop zone, you gain 5,000 defense for your leader or any battle card on the field. Best strategy? Play him early to draw a card, then use him for defense when needed to absorb big attacks. Next, we have 4 copies of Pilaf, type, Earthling, level 1 card, attack power 5,000, defense power 10,000. Pilaf comes with a powerful ability: on play, if you have 7 or fewer cards in hand, you can add 1 Earthling card with a cost of 1 or less from your drop zone back to your hand. This makes Pilaf amazing for recycling key cards like Trunks, Youth. By bringing them back, you can keep drawing extra cards with their abilities or use them for defense. Strategy tip: don't be afraid to use all your Trunks, Youth cards early. Pilaf ensures you can get them right back and maintain board control. The goal is to avoid taking unnecessary damage and protect your life cards, so use your resources wisely. Next, we have 3 copies of Vegeta, type, Scion, level 2, attack power 20,000, defense power 5,000. Vegeta comes with 2 powerful abilities: critical: if this card deals damage, your opponent doesn't add the life card to their hand, instead, it goes straight to their drop zone. This forces your opponent to waste resources defending their leader to avoid losing valuable life. On play, you may add 1 card from your life to your hand. Strategy insight: critical is a strong pressure tool, making your opponent think twice before letting the attack go through. The on-play ability is situational: it gives you an extra draw, but it also costs you a life card. Against decks like Baby Vegeta Black, which can strip multiple life cards in one turn, you may want to avoid it. However, against less aggressive decks, it can be a solid way to increase your hand advantage. Bottom line? If you're up against a slow deck, the extra draw can be useful, but be mindful of matchups where losing life too quickly can backfire. Next up, we have 2 copies of Videl. Type: Earthling/from Satan City, level 2, attack power 20,000, defense 0. Videl's ability: when attacking, if you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, you can add 1 blue, non-Videl card with a cost of 3 or less in the Earthling trait from your drop back to your hand. Strategy insight: with this deck, maintaining 7 or fewer cards in hand is crucial, as many abilities won't trigger otherwise. Videl helps you recycle key cards, ensuring you never run out of options. Priority targets: always go for Pilaf first if he's not available. Grab Trunks, Youth for extra draws and defense. Videl is a great tool for hand control and keeping your deck flowing smoothly. Play smart, manage your hand size, and take full advantage of her recycling power. Next, we have one copy of Vegeta Mini DA Type Scion Level 2 Attack Power, 15,000 Defense, 10,000 Permanent. On your turn, if you have 7 or fewer cards in hand, this card gains 5,000 power, making it 20,000 attack. When attacking, choose one of your opponent's battle cards and reduce its cost by 2 for the turn. Late game utility. This card shines in the later rounds when bigger threats hit. The field, combo potential, by reducing an opponent's battle card cost by 2. You can set up devastating plays with extra cards like Final Flash or Sinister Sickle to send high-cost threats to the bottom of their deck. Why only one copy? This card is a situational play. It works best when paired with the right extra cards, so you only want to drop it at the perfect moment for maximum impact. This Vegeta is a hit or miss card, but when played correctly, it can disrupt your opponent's board and open up powerful removal options. Make sure you have the right extra cards ready before committing to this play. Next, we have 3 copies of Vegito. Type Scion/Pot Era, Level 3, Attack Power, 25,000, Defense, 5,000, Abilities, Permanent. On your turn, if you have 7 or fewer cards in hand, reduce the cost of all your opponent's battle cards by 1. On play, choose one of your opponent's battle cards with a cost of 1 or less and place it at the bottom of their deck. How to use this card effectively? Cost reduction pressure. If you have 7 or fewer cards in hand, all your opponent's battle cards become 1 cost cheaper, making them easier to remove with your extra cards. Board control. On play, you can instantly send a low-cost battle card to the bottom of their deck, preventing them from recycling it. Combo potential. Works great with extra cards that remove or manipulate opponents' cards. Set up plays to clear their field efficiently. Vegito is an excellent mid-game control card, disrupting your opponent's board while setting up removal combos. If you time it right, you can completely clear their field and force them to waste resources. Next, we have 1 copy of Son Goku. Type Scion/Another World, Level 3, Attack Power, 20,000, Defense, 5,000, Abilities. On play when attacking, choose one of your opponent's battle cards with a cost of 1 or less and place it at the bottom of their deck. Why this card is useful? Consistent removal. Since this ability triggers both when you play and attack, you can remove 1 enemy cards in 1 turn. Field control. Eliminates low-cost battle cards, making it harder for your opponent to set up their plays. Efficient use of a single copy. Running just 1 copy ensures you have it as a tech option without taking up too much deck space. This Son Goku card is a solid removal option for dealing with pesky low-cost battle cards. Use it wisely to disrupt your opponent's board and maintain control of the game. Next, we have 1 copy of Vegeta. Type Scion, Level 3, Attack Power, 20,000, Defense, 10,000, Ability, Activate Main. Once per turn, discard 1 card from your hand to give this card 15,000 power for the turn. Why this card is useful? Hand control. If your hand size exceeds 7 cards, you can use this ability to lower your count while maintaining optimal effects in your deck. Massive attack boost. Boosting from 20,000 to 35,000 makes this card a serious offensive threat, perfect for attacking your opponent's battle cards or leader. Flexible play, whether you're using it to clear the board or pressure your opponent's leader. Vegeta ensures you have a strong attack option at all times. This Vegeta card is an explosive powerhouse that helps with both hand management and offense. Keep it in your arsenal for when you need a high damage finisher or a way to stay within your deck's hand limit strategy. Next, we have 2 copies of Vegeta. Type Scion, Level 4, Attack Power, 30,000, Defense, 5,000, Ability, Critical. When this card inflicts damage, the life card is placed in the drop area instead of your opponent's hand. Why this card is essential? Pressure your opponent's leader. Always attack your opponent's leader first to force them into tough decisions. Either waste super combos and hand resources to block or risk losing a life without drawing a card. Punishes opponent's strategy. Early in the game, many opponents take damage freely to gain extra cards. But by mid to late game, they'll start prioritizing blocks, making this Vegeta a major threat. Forces defensive plays. Because of the critical ability, your opponent won't want to lose life without gaining card advantage. This forces them to waste resources, setting you up for a stronger late game. This Vegeta, Level 4, is a powerhouse when used strategically. Use him to pressure your opponent early, drain their resources, and control the flow of the game. Son Gohan, Adolescence, a powerful board control card. Type Scion/Earthling/ from Satan City, Level 4. Attack Power, 30,000, Defense, 0, Ability. On play, if you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards with a cost of 3 or less and send them to the bottom of their deck. Why this card is essential? Board control. This card is fantastic for clearing out low-cost threats on your opponent's field. Strategic play. Before playing Son Gohan, make sure you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand to activate his effect. direct aggression, by removing smaller battle cards. You create an open path to attack your opponent's leader directly without interference. Son Gohan's Adolescence is a must-have for keeping board presence in check while maintaining aggression. Play him wisely, clear out threats, and apply pressure on your opponent's leader. Goku Black, Tactical Board Control. Type, Scion, Level 4, Attack Power, 30,000, Defense, 5,000, Ability. When attacking, if you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, choose one of your opponent's battle cards with a cost of 2 or less and place it at the bottom of their deck. Why this card is valuable: consistent board control, helps remove low-cost threats while keeping up offensive pressure. Activation condition: make sure you have 7 or fewer cards in hand before attacking to trigger the effect. Pairs well with Son Gohan Adolescence. While Gohan removes cost 3 or less, Goku Black helps clean up cost 2 or less, making them a strong combo for controlling the field. Goku Black is a great addition to any deck focused on maintaining control while staying aggressive. Use him strategically to weaken your opponent's board and keep up the pressure. Powerhouse Scion, Unstoppable Pressure. Type, Scion, Level 5, Attack Power, 35,000, Defense, 0, Abilities, Double Strike. This card inflicts 2 damage instead of 1 when attacking. On play, choose one of your opponent's battle cards with a cost of 4 or less and place it at the bottom of their deck. Why this card is a game changer: high attack power, 35,000, forces your opponent to use super combos or valuable resources to defend. Double Strike Pressure: if the attack goes through, your opponent loses 2 life instead of 1, making this a huge offensive threat. Board Control: the ability to remove a battle card, cost 4 or less, is especially useful against decks like Red Jiren, allowing you to send Jiren, level 4, to the bottom of their deck. Strategy tips: always use this card to attack your opponent's leader first to force defensive plays. Keep up the pressure: opponents will be forced to block or risk taking massive damage. Against Red Jiren decks, play this card strategically to remove key threats before they can overwhelm you. This level 5 Scion is a must-have for aggressive plays and board control. Apply pressure, force defenses, and dominate the battlefield. Vegito, Relentless Scion Fusion. Type, Scion/Potera, Level 5, Attack Power, 30,000, Defense, 5,000, Abilities. On play, choose one of your opponent's battle cards, cost 5 or less, and return it to their hand. Activate main: once per turn. If you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, switch this card to active mode, allowing it to attack twice in a single turn. Why Vegito is a must-have: double attack potential. Even if one attack is blocked, the second attack will likely go through, making this card a serious threat. Consistent pressure: by your next turn, if Vegito remains on the field, the chances of both attacks landing increase significantly. Board Control: the on-play ability lets you remove a battle card, cost 5 or less, clearing the way for direct leader attacks. Strategy tips: maintain hand control. Always keep 7 or fewer cards to activate the second attack. Use this over critical-based attacks. Unlike a Vegeta critical attack, where your opponent can simply block once, Vegito forces multiple defenses. Maximize board advantage: returning an opponent's key battle card to their hand disrupts their strategy and keeps their board weaker. I run 4 copies of Vegito because his ability to attack twice makes him one of the best pressure cards in the deck. Opponents will have to waste resources blocking him, and if they don't, he'll dominate the game. Next, we have 2 copies of Goku Black. He is a Scion and a level 6 card with an attack power of 40,000 and a defense of 0. He has 2 abilities. On play, add up to 1 card with a cost of 4 or less from your drop to your hand. When attacking, if you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, you can play up to 1 battle card with a cost of 4 or less from your hand. This card is great for recycling cards from your drop and maintaining hand advantage. Additionally, when attacking, if you manage your hand size correctly, 7 or fewer cards, you can extend your board presence by playing another battle card, applying pressure to your opponent and accelerating your path to victory. Next, we have 3 copies of Zeno under the title Universe. He is a level 6 card with 20,000 attack power and 10,000 defense. He has 1 powerful ability. On play, choose all battle cards in the battle area, except this one, and place them at the bottom of their owner's decks in a random order. This card is extremely valuable, so try to save it for the very end of the game. It completely clears the field, removing both your and your opponent's battle cards. This makes it especially effective against decks that rely on high power threats. For example, if you're facing a green deck, they often play multiple 40,000 attack battle cards. While many decks can summon powerful battle cards like these, I won't name them all. Just keep an eye out for those big threats and use Zeno at the right moment to turn the game in your favor. Next, we have 4 copies of Videl. She is an Earthling, level 7 card with 15,000 attack power and 10,000 defense. She has 2 abilities, Super Combo. A maximum of 4 copies of a card with Super Combo can be included in a deck. Auto, opponent's turn. When you use this card in a combo from your hand, it gains an additional 10,000 combo power. This card should never be used as energy. Always save it for key moments when you're taking heavy damage, as it provides a crucial defensive boost to help block powerful attacks and stay in the game. Now, let's move on to our extra cards, starting with 3 copies of Final Flash. This is a level 2 card with 2 abilities, permanent, if you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand. Reduce this card's cost by 1, activate main, discard 1 card from your hand, then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with a cost of 5 or less and place it at the bottom of its owner's deck. This card is highly effective because if you have 7 or fewer cards in hand, it only costs 1 energy instead of 2. However, even if you pay the full 2 energy, the ability to remove a key battle card from your opponent's field is incredibly useful. Use this card wisely. By constantly applying pressure to your opponent's leader through attacks, you can force them into tough positions while using Final Flash and other board clearing cards to control the game and maintain your advantage. Next, we have 3 copies of Sinister Sickle, a level 3 card with 1 ability. Activate main, choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards with a cost of 4 or less and place them at the bottom of their owner's deck in any order. This card is incredibly useful at any point in the duel, but you need to use it wisely. To maximize its effectiveness, wait until your opponent has at least 2 battle cards on the field before playing it. This ensures you get the full value by removing multiple threats and maintaining control over the board. Next, we have 4 copies of Absolute Lightning, a level 3 card with 1 ability. Activate main, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and place it at the bottom of their deck. I run this card at 4 copies because it has no restrictions. It simply allows you to remove any battle card. Since there are no limitations on cost, it's best to save this card for your opponent's high-level threats, such as level 6, 7, or 8 cards, to disrupt their strategy and maintain control of the game. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope this Vegeta Blue deck building guide helps you at your local tournaments. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more Dragon Ball Super Master deck building ideas. See you in the next one.
Don't forget to subscribe!